Hello guys, and welcome back to another video. So today guys, I'm going to be installing some Vauxhall Corsa VXR seats into my standard Vauxhall Corsa D 2009 Active. Some of you guys requested this in the comments down below, and it's something I've always wanted to do to the car, as I think it would look so much better than the standard seats that come with it. So that's what I'm going to be doing today guys, and without further ado, let's get right into this video. One of the first things we're going to be doing is we're going to be taking out the original seats, and as you can see here, this is what they look like before we take them out. They're just literally the most standard seats in the Corsa at the moment. This is the car as well guys, it's just the normal Corsa Active. So there's the old ones guys, as you can see there. Sorry that it's a bit pixelated, it's because it's so dark in the car, but that's what we're going to be changing today. Let's go and take these old ones out and let's put in the new VXR ones. Got a T50 ready to go and take this one out, and I'm going to go ahead and unscrew all of them that are bolted in so we can actually take the seat out. So all you need to do is literally just loosen that up, and then once you've taken that out, put it to one side if you haven't got any with the new ones, and I'm just going to take the rest out and that will be me done, and I'll chuck the new ones straight in. This second one closest to the door is a bit tricky to get to, but all you need to really do is just lift that up, and as you can see there, that's the other screw, and then obviously just unscrew it. Right, so once that one's out, there's another one just here. Now this one is going to be a bit awkward again. Also guys, as well, you will want a T35 because there's one little one there which is a different size to the T50. So these are the last two to take out, and we can fully take the seat out. Once they're out, this is what the T50 actually looks like, and this one here is the T35. One that goes at the end here, the T35 there, and the T50 here. Flick this red switch up like that, and then you want to pull it towards you just like that, and then you should just be able to disconnect it. As you can now take the seat out, and that is the first one out. If you actually come in the car, you'll see that on these back seats there's these plastic pieces. There's 3 of them. Basically guys, you want to take them off, and you'll see on every single one of them there's a bolt to unscrew to take these seats off. So I'm going to be taking them off now. They were T50s as well, so now we can put them to one side. That's the bottom bit done, so we can now take, and there's like 3 little clips behind. You just want to push the seat back and literally pull it up like that, and now the seat is out. So on the right side of the car, on the passenger side, there's a piece of plastic that has RH on it. You want to take that off so you can see the springs there. Push like a flathead down there, and you want to try push this back so that you can actually pull these seats up. So once you've done that on both sides, you should be able to just pull it up now. That's one side out. You kind of want to pull it towards you and lift up. It's really awkward, but it's definitely possible. With this one, you should just be able to pull it up, literally just like that. And now we can take it out. I did have to unscrew because this is connected another T50 which just comes out of there. So once that's out, you should be able to get all of them out. And this is the Corsa D 2009 without any of the seats in. And now let's go and get the VXR ones. So these are the new Recaro VXR seats, as you can see, and that is what we're going to be installing today. So the first thing I'm going to do is put this one on the bottom. Just get it in the car, and you want to inline it push it down so that the seat belts are showing like that. And then once that's done, if this is lined up properly, we can now go and screw that in. I'm gonna put the front seat in. Alright then guys, so you want to get your T50 screws and you want to put them back in, guys. Now these should be the exact same amount as the ones we took out, the old ones. I'll be back with you once I've put them all in. The first one is now in, and we've just got to put that one in as well. I am having difficulty trying to get in the back seat. I don't actually know what's wrong with it. I think the VXR must have different plastic backs in them. I'm not too sure. And what I mean by that is the panel here and at the back there, where you can pull the things out and you've got all like your aid kit and your jack stand. Not too sure, but I'm gonna try and work it out myself, and if it does work, I'll let you know. First thing I'm gonna do is, I'm not gonna screw them in all the way. I'm just gonna align the whole seat itself, so that, because obviously if we tighten it up, we're not gonna be able to adjust where it goes and it can move. So one of them just goes in here. Put this one in. And I'm going to screw it down, but like I said, I'm not going to screw it all the way until it's really tight. Now I'm going to try and lift this up at the same time as trying to screw it in. And then we've got the T35 one as well, which is obviously this big one here, which goes on the end just there. Now a T35. So now those two rings, we can now move on to this one just there. Just screw it down as easy as that. So now the two front ones are in here, and the other three at the back, which is the other two T50s there, and then obviously the T35. You can now plug back in this device here, back into here. Pull that out. Just pop it in place like that, and obviously once it's in place, you can close the red fin back up and push it down, and now it's stuck back in. That is how you install a VXR seat, and now all you want to do is make sure these are tightened up fully. So the seat is now installed on both sides, as you can see, and to obviously bring it back, it's just the same as the original one. Just flick that up. Now guys, these are second hand, so I am going to give these a good clean so it looks like new again. There's no tray anymore, unfortunately, like there was on the old one. There's a little bit here where you can put your belt on so it holds the belt in place. These are Recaro ones, and to open the back, all you do is just flick this and push it forward just like that, and obviously once you're done and happy with the position, you just flick it back. To bring it up and down, this is your up, and obviously to bring it back down, it's just that one, and to make it go back, that one there. That is the two front ones put in, and now I'm going to try my best to get the back bit in. Basically this fits perfectly, the seat here. The only difficulty I'm having is for the back seats. And basically what I mean by that, when you put it in there, on this side, it's getting stuck and it's literally squashing the seat there. So it's like breaking the seat. I'm not sure why it's doing this or how I'm gonna resolve it, but I'm gonna try my best to do that now. So guys, I literally have found the perfect method to get these back seats in, and I'm honestly so gassed. What I was doing wrong the first time is I was folding them down and trying to drop them in like the way I was taking them out. But the method to do it, guys, is to have them up like that. I put the side in where the single one comes out itself in first, dropped it in, and then after I'd done that, I moved on to this side, and this side was a bit of a struggle, but after like 30 seconds I managed to get it in. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take this out here, and obviously I'm going to pull this down. I'm going to screw in all the bolts that need screwing in, and then I'm going to put the bottom piece on. The only problem with this is the fact that it doesn't actually go all the way back. So what I mean by that is that I physically cannot move this any further back. it is in place, you have two settings for the Corsa. You either have it straight up or leant back a bit. I'm going to unscrew these seat belts now with a T50. So once we get these off, we can push this down and we can screw it in. That's the first one out. Now these are really over tightened. I don't know why they're so tight, but it literally feels like it's breaking your tool. But if you have that problem, you have the same as well, but you have to put the most amount of pressure on that you can to actually get this out. Now this is the most over tightened thing on the Vauxhall that I've come across yet. It is ridiculous. Now I've also noticed something as well about this here. There's nowhere for it to go there, and as you can see, it goes further back. So the two there, I've noticed that under here is like stickers. Can't really show you from here, but I'm going to take the seats back out and I'm going to show you what they look like, because I think that's where the screws are, and I reckon they just haven't popped them because obviously the old seats don't have 4 on, they just have 2. But that could be where the other screws go in, guys, if you do ever swap it on. And I think that's what Vauxhall did as a design anyway, but I'm not sure, but we'll get to that point in a second. If I lift this piece of carpet up here, you can see just there's 2 little stickers that look like foil, and I reckon that's where the bracket screws in. So I'm gonna pop them and just have a look to see if they are or not. Which they are, guys, they do screw in, but they look very, very small compared to the other black ones. But either way, it's still going to be able to rest there, whether there's screws in it or not. I'm going to have to find some smaller screws for that, as nothing is going to fit in that. But at least we know that as well now. So as you can see, the seat clips in and it's stuck and comes back out. So they're all working fine. They've gone in quite nicely, which is also another bonus. So there's the VXR seats installed. And now we just need to bring this back so that it's in position so we can screw the seat belts onto there. Okay guys, so I've got it in position and it was quite a task. As you can see there, where that foil is, it literally lines up perfectly with those foil stickers we pierced. So if I put that back up, all I need to do is get that in line and just screw down the 2 bolts I took out the old one. You want to get your seat belt and you want to get it in the right position again, and then we're going to screw that in. As you can see there, it fits perfectly. And then you just want to screw down with a T50. So I've put it in just there. Now I'm just going to tighten it. And then we're going to do the exact same to the other side. So you just want to put it just there. Just drop it in and screw it a bit. Make sure it's all in line. And then just tighten it up again. And as you can see now, it worked just fine. Obviously that needs screwing in there, but it works. So now I'm going to fully tighten these up, then I'm going to screw this one back in, and then I'm going to install the bottom piece to the VXR seats. This is what it looks like from the back. Obviously, like I said, it won't go all the way back because of this. I might just cut this off, I'm not too sure yet. But there they are. It looks so much better. We've got this bolt here with the belt already connected onto the seat. And then you want to get your seat belt and get it in line again. Just like that, so it fits the one that's connected to the seat belt. You want to screw in. It's all in place, and the belt clips in place just like that, and it still works perfectly. So now I can finally move on to putting down the bottom piece of the seat on. So as you can see here, we've got like these little latches, and basically they actually go onto this part here, so it just hooks on, as you can see when it's in line there, on both sides. So all you want to do is get the belts itself over these little holes here, as you can see here, all 3 of the belts are through the holes, and underneath with the latches, they're all hooked on in place. So it's not moving unless you physically take it back out. We have got 1, 2 and 3 holes again, so I'm going to get them in line, and I'm going to screw the T50s back in there so it'll be all stable. I'm getting it in line, and I'm putting the T50 screw in place. So I've screwed that one in there, and the same with that one, not fully but just enough so I could adjust this. And now I've got the last one in, and I'm going to fully tighten them up now because it's all in place and it's looking good. So I've got 3 of these plastic trims that go back on just like that. The little one goes in the center just like that, and it literally takes 2 seconds. That is the Vauxhall Corsa D VXR and half leather seats. So here they are, and as you can see, they just look so nice, and I've managed to get them in. I don't know how I've done it, but I've done it. All the belts work fine, as you can see. So that is the new seat. These go up and down still, and you can now, because mine originally didn't have this feature, it just came down as one, but now I can finally fold down one seat by itself and then obviously put it back up, and then them 2 do the exact same as well. But that's them finished. This is the latch to bring it out, and there's the back of them, and it honestly looks so much better than the original one, so I definitely recommend this. Alright guys, so as well, the parcel shelf still fits in. Obviously the only downside now is that you can still see down there even when the boot's closed, but it's because this doesn't go back, so I might just cut off the 2 bits there so that I can actually take it off. As long as they're in, I'm happy. I'm not too bothered about it, to be honest. Alright guys, so quick update. It's been about 3 months, and the reason I hadn't uploaded this video in about 3 months is because I wanted to see if I could manage to fix the back of the seats, and I don't know what's happened with them, but I think it just needed time settling in. But let me just show you guys what has actually happened. I don't really understand how it's managed to physically do it. I think what needed to happen is it just needed to manage to settle in there. So I think obviously because it's come from another person's car, obviously I might just be chatting utter waffle right now, but it might have got used to that person's original car and like settled in, whereas mine, it's a different car. But obviously now, after 3 months, this belt here never used to move. It used to be jammed here, and you can only pull it about there. It would just be making that constant like hitting sound where it just doesn't want to move. But now it comes out just fine. As you can see, it has good reach and everything. It clips in, clips out easily. Same with this one. This one was a bit stiff. It did work, just it didn't really want to. It was a bit stubborn. But as you can see, this one works back out. Same with this one. This one was always fine, just behind the driver's side, but obviously it's still working now. Not only that, the seats at the back, I couldn't put them all the way back. This is basically what it used to look like all the way across. I literally just pressed it out the blue to see if it would work again, and it just fell straight back. And I was a bit confused, so I put it back forward and it slotted straight back in place again, as if it was just normal. It was a bit weird, but just like that. Now, I haven't got a gap where my parcel shelf is. Both of these seats now will go back in place perfectly, as if it was never a problem. With these seats here, this is not a good sign, obviously, but I have heard in some other people's videos that you can actually buy these clips which are meant to hold it together. It only comes off now and again, but obviously it is quite annoying. With this now, all you do, instead of lifting it at the top, just pull that and it comes forward just like it used to do. And then with this, it's still the same again with this. Just bring it back, still the same levers as it was before. The only difference now is it has not got parcel shelf underneath. Not a lot of people actually knew about it, but there used to be a little tray under here, but it hasn't actually got that anymore. And I did try and put it back on, but it wouldn't fit. It didn't have the right stuff, and it would have just been more hassle when it's worth just for a tray as well. But guys, that is the seats, and they are done. Alright guys, so thanks for watching this video. If you do have any video suggestions, then comment it down below and I'll try my best to make it happen in a future video. Don't forget to check out some of my older videos by clicking on my channel, and if you did enjoy, don't forget to like and subscribe down below. If you have any questions from today's video, feel free to just comment it down below and I'll try my best to get back to you. £700 for both front and back seats. So we've got 5 in total, obviously, and that's for the 3-door hatchback. Thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you all in the next video, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe.